3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Good morning, Forex traders. Tuesday, April 30th, leaving for Vegas tomorrow. Let's do this. Someone in the chat says, good morning, degens. That's what I'm talking about. That's some good energy. It says, this is my backup account. It's Josh. Hey, Josh. What's going on, man? Doug is here. Cool. So, really some nice steady movement, it seems like, with these trades in the marketplace. We will look a little bit more of a rant headspace concept about the high profit feed. I think Josh and I were going back and forth about some things, and I think I probably spoke too soon in my answer that I gave you, saying that the trades hit the stop. It's probably a little more complex than that, so we'll talk about that. We are looking at the free signals account on the screen here, and you can tell that because it says, let me get my trusty pen here, because it says FX with Terry Signals free. So this is pretty cool. We're in a EUR CHF sell trade at a 1.0 lot size, meaning if you take this trade, bid 1x factor of what you would bid for your account size. If you have a $100 account, you probably should bid 0.01 on the lot. And if you have a $100,000 account, maybe you could bid more than 1.0, right? Of course, at that point, it depends on your leverage. Don't be bidding 1.0 with some shitty prop firm account with 100 leverage, because it's over for you. But if you have your own 100K account, you can bid 1.0 all day long on these trades. At least one trade at a time, you'll do extremely well. So history-wise, looks like we have some nice closure on the free signals account. And if you're in the group, FXWithTerry.com, if you have access to the Discord group, you have access to this exact automated feed display that you're seeing on the screen here. Because I give you direct login access on MetaTrader 4. So you can see everything. Right? It's like seeing through walls. You can see everything. You can see what the system's doing. You can see the free signals it's sending out. So $258.39 closed in signals. That GBP USD, it was funny because someone said, I don't know, Terry, this GBP USD is going into a good drawdown. Remember, each pair that we trade in the system has its own algorithm. 22 pairs has its own unique algorithm. The concept's the same. The numbers will be different in terms of entry, take profit pips, how far it goes against before the system adds in, because GBP USD has a decent amount of volume and pips that it moves. Not a lot. I think it's probably in the 60 to 100 range, right? 60, 80 maybe. And we can go look at that, or you can go over to matf.net, I think it is, and look at Forex volatility. I won't waste your time with that right now. We have done that in the past. We'll do that again. This was a different trade in the sense that it moves different and we scale into it differently with the algorithm. So you can see it made 450 on the positive end with a minus 299. So that's a positive 150 profit. What's interesting is when it goes against like that, look at that total basket of trades, 150 profit. If you look at USD CAD, which went into a trade, made $61, went into a trade, made $69, right? Like 150, like literally the same basket of trades on a different currency pair is going to make a little bit more, especially if it scales in more trades. So really good, awesome system. Had you taken any of these, here's what's cool about this, and this can happen. Had you just waited for the second GBP USD trade to go blue in this particular case, and you didn't take any negative in that. It was all profit. Now this is all net profit anyway, right? So pretty impressed with that. Let's go look at the 10 pip hybrid feed. So let me pull it up on my accounts here. It will be this one right here. I'll give you a verbal. We're in 2 different trades, 2 separate pairs. We are whatever group we're trading right now. I know group 6, whatever, group 4, doesn't matter, of the 6 groups. We've really been hovering in this group because there's a lot of movement and trades keep opening. You know darn well that when the trades close in the 10 pip hybrid, it will start looking for the next group. And I usually try to announce that. As far as the results go, looks pretty impressive to me. The 10 pip hybrid feed trading this group of pairs has done a net profit $546.36 overnight. I'm impressed, right? What did you bid? I don't know what you bid, right? I don't know what your account can handle. I get so many people come into my system and open up the smallest little puniest accounts. I get it. Listen, if you don't have the kind of capital to open a bigger account and have more leverage, you're getting your leverage, but more money with more leverage is a safer way to trade. I seen someone in the system come in and start. The lowest I've seen someone start at is $500, and I'm like, you can do it. It'll handle the 10 pip hybrid at a 0.01 lot size, but it's kind of like, you start out $100 account and you're making $10 a month. That's 10%. That's pretty fucking good, right? But you're not going to be impressed with your $10. However, after Vegas, I will be launching a video of what the future is for me with Forex trading, what I'm doing, what I think you should do, and also offer up an opportunity for you to jump into it in a way that I'm extremely helping you do it, right? You can do it on your own, or you can come in and have me just completely handle it all for you. I'm going to show you that the future value of making $10 a week or even $10 a month, right? If all you can do is start a $100 account and make $10 a month, I'm going to show you the future value of that $10 can be an incredible amount, a mind-boggling incredible amount. So that's the 10 pip hybrid. I have not, normally we have high profit trades. I have not piped those in yet. Maybe I will take this opportunity to talk about it, since normally we would be getting some high profit trades here. I think I mentioned this yesterday, and I don't want to beat it to death, but I have to make this clear to people. I probably need to type this out so people are like, I understand. And Josh had said something about, preservation of capital. I mean, if you want to preserve your capital, don't trade Forex, right? I mean, if you're asking me, but it's about the potential of profits, right? Leveraging your capital and potential of profits. And I have no problem taking losses on high profit trades, because the overall net for the month for me, in any month I've traded it, has been a net profit, right? We all want to win every time. We all want to go to the casino and just win every time. That can kind of be done, but you have to manipulate it. You can't just keep playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. You got to know when to get out also, right? So it's your money, it's your account. Everybody has different account sizes. Everybody's bidding my system different. So I've noticed, which I had hoped, let me pause the screen, and I'm going to look at an account and see if it's worthy of sharing, because I've got a couple test trades going on right now. Yeah, I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to show you this, and we can talk about it. So these are the test trades from the high profit feed. I want you to notice something here. especially if you've been watching me post some stuff in Telegram, okay? I have posted what you're seeing here, but I'm taking these trades at the best price the AI is sending them out at. Now, what was interesting is I did not think this NAS trade was going to launch. Let's go look at it on the chart here. So this is the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. I really did not think it was going to launch because what I'm doing, and you can't see it here, I could probably make the comparison, but if you go look at me posting this NAS buy order in the group, I took it at, look at the price, 17,600. Let me pause and just confirm something. Give me a second here. What is the best way to do this? 17. Yeah. So if you look at the signal I sent, and this is what took some, I'll come back here. This is what took some serious work. I told the signal when the AI, the neural network is giving us the signal, it's giving us a range, the highest to the lowest price ultimately. Now, if you're buying, you want the lowest price. If you're selling, you want the highest price. So I finally got the system to do that, and it's done that on both of these trades. Now, I just sent out the signal and gave you the range, right? And you have the option to enter on that range. Now, doesn't mean these trades are still going to work out or not, right? NAS could back out and hit the stop. Let's see how far it is from that. It's about a third of the way to the stop. Okay, because the stop is down here. What's interesting is the entry came in somewhere up here, and actually, if I zoom in, it's probably a little bit better than that. Let's see if I can redo this. The entry came in somewhere about right here. It finally pushed to the buy limit, because I took this as a buy limit, and now it's launched and pushed a little bit against us. And in this case scenario, that's exactly what I wanted. If it hits the stop, it hits the stop. But I wanted to enter at a better price, because had you just did a market order, you'd have been right here at this higher one at a worse price, right? And if this works out, you're going to make a little bit more because you're at a better price. Just as simple as that. And so it's doing what I wanted it to do. Will this back out on us? You know, who knows? And everybody thinks I control the market. I don't. It was the same thing with this gold trade. Go look at the price, and I'm trying to think. This one might not even have been sent out to you. Let me look real quick. Stand by. So that's $22.95. Let me see if I sent that out. $22.95. I did not send that one out. $22.90. Yeah, I didn't send that one out. That was just an automated trade that came out before I started even sending anything out. Come back here. So again, I said yesterday, I'm trying to perfect this. I don't think there is any perfection. However, it's doing what I want it to do. Currently, the way it's set, it is set to enter at the best price with a buy limit or a sell limit order. Now, what's interesting about that, because I'm going to automatically send that to your account, is I think that's the best way to do it, because it's going to give you a little bit of time to go, do I want this? Do I not want this? So it's not going to launch right into it right away, right? And start pushing against. It's going to have to push against, whether it's a buy or a sell, to be able to hit that buy or sell limit. I like that. I'm not saying that changes the win rate very much, because the two trades that I took a test on, I think were hit by a stop. I'd have to look. Again, this is a test account, so be careful looking at my results like I'm some sort of loser here. But here are the test trades. I took a couple US 30. What's interesting is I don't know why it stopped out at 120 each time. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm going to have to look at what it, what it was sent at, the pricing and stuff. I have not done that yet. So don't look too much at these, because again, I'm each one of these that comes out, I'm using the automated system on this test account. I'm tweaking them a little bit and playing with them, and I got to go back and analyze the numbers and make sure it's doing what I want it to do. So this particular buy limit order sat there since the middle of last night, and now it's finally launched off, and it's in profit. Now, to be very transparent with you, let's go look at the chart here. Zoom out a little bit so I can see the actual numbers. You know what? If you look at this, I think that's the issue. Let me see if I can describe what we're looking at here. Notice how the stop loss has moved up. I believe, that's certainly my automation and programming. I believe that's why the other gold trades had a standard $120 loss, because I have it set to move at a certain point, to move the stop loss a little closer to the entry. So if it does back all the way out, which was really what I wanted, it's not backing out a $300 or $400 loss, which it would have been in this particular case. It's backing out at only a 120. So a little bit of a kind of a trailing, stepping stop there. I would just much rather have that. And you could also argue that at this case, because we don't have the volume of trade, that it's a little tight, right? It's a little tight. What's interesting, I'm going to go ahead and do this in front of you, because I think, for example, if we look at this gold trade, I think if I remove the stop loss manually, the system will re-enter it. I'm not sure. There's some of those protections are in place. Let me just click this and modify and just remove the stop loss. The reason I say that is because you can manipulate, I think, this yourself. So if I just go to the stop loss here and highlight it and delete it and just hit modify, let's see if it will calculate. I guess it would only do it on the auto account. If I tried to move it from the auto account, but this is a copied to account. So yeah, so it gives you that, gives you that room again. And you should do this, you should have your own ability to manage these trades the way you see fit. So you can go in there and delete the stop loss. What could you do? I'm not going to say what you should do. What could you do right now? And I'm going to let this one play out. You could literally just close it out at a $78 profit right now. Right? I want these to play out. Right? I don't remember what the stop loss was there. What was it? 23, let's see, 23.15. I can go look at what it was. Stand by, because I'm going to put it back in there. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to let it be. It's a test account anyway. Let's let it, because I think what will happen is, and I probably should say this, as the profit moves to 50% towards the TP, it will set the stop loss at break even. That's how I've got it set up. And I must have, in this particular setting, I have a little bit of a trailing stop that will move the stop loss up as it gets a little bit of volume, as it moves a little bit. Doesn't move it to break even, but it kind of protects you from a maximum stop loss hit. So I like that. I don't know. Let me know what you think. So the final thing to look at, and I'm pretty much ready to turn the automation back on. Here it is, Tuesday. I'm pretty much ready. I'm gonna watch these trades play out, but the programming is working exactly what I want it to do. And I'm gonna put more onus on you guys that's receiving the trade to manage it the way you see fit. That's why I'm not forcing closed at TP1 and partial closers at TP1 and TP2 and setting the stop really tight at TP1, TP2, stuff like that. I'm opening up the trade, providing a little bit of protection in terms of setting the stop loss to break even at 50% profit. You should be doing that anyway. I mean, you might as well. It would suck to get to 50% profit and then it back all the way out to the complete stop loss on you. Let's try not to do that, right? We're either in the trade trying to protect, minimize losses, or once it's in profit, no risk trade, even if it backs all the way out. So let's see here. Let me put this up. Derek says, I would much rather have a stop loss that trails up into profit than one that will close and add a loss. You know what? Here's the thing about that, Derek, and I've tested this for years and years. Trailing stops conceptually are awesome. They stop you out every time, and then it runs so much farther. The potential of making more money is with the system and the way that I have it set up. I've tested it hundreds of thousands of times. Trailing stops end up trailing too close. The price moves up, comes back a little bit, hits your stop, and then runs, right? And I'd rather, as the trader, have the ability to look at that and not get stopped out from a tight trailing stop. If it's not very tight, then you might as well just use a break-even trailing stop. So, it seems conceptually great. They're not. They're just not. Mark says, I do like the limit order rather than the trade just firing. I didn't at first. And then I was like, wait, these things are never going to launch. And then the two that we're looking at here, they both launched. And I was like, okay, I'm at least, I know I'm entering, the AI is saying buy or sell. And I'm entering at the best price that it's determining, from volume and recent price action, support, resistance, so on and so forth. This NAS 100 trade, I believe, so it's a buy. I believe the NAS 100 is simply, if you just look at the volume here, I shouldn't say volume, like the push candle. I guess I better get on the screen here. It pushed down, and that's typically when it's like time to buy, and then it pushed down again. So we're doing the right thing. This is the time to enter. And I believe if you zoom out and look at some of the pricing structure from the past, look at this over here. So you've got this area of support. You got a wick that pushed down and then it went up. And it's basically coming into that area again. It looks like it may, if I draw a line on this wick, the lowest point is just above the stop loss. Just above the stop loss. So if we wick and go from there, right? I'm not saying they're always going to match up. They're always going to match that wick. But that appears to be what it's doing right now. And, we're trading a pattern. We're trading volume. All kinds of things in the neural network. A neural network is a electronic version of the human brain. Pretty simple. And it's looking at a lot of mathematical data. Someone the other day kind of brought this concept up. And listen, I trade with an algorithm because I tried. I can't manage mentally and mathematically and decision-making wise 22 currency pairs on my own. The algorithm can do it without even thinking. It's nothing. And you see it manages it well. It's absolutely, in my opinion, batshit crazy to manually trade without guidance from an algorithm. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. We had someone in the group last night that I had to kick out because they decided that manual trading was better for them. And then they started to rag on my algorithm only because they've been manually trading for about a week and a half. And they're doing okay, right? Win, lose, about break even. The problem with talking to someone like me who's been doing it for 8 years and talking to a brand new person that's having a week and a half worth of success, they think they're fucking Superman. They are going to ruin and lose their entire account. I don't wish this on anybody. We've all done it. Ask Mark. Ask Derek. We have all done it. You're all going to do it. You are so much better off trading with an algorithm than manual trading, because you probably can sustain some decent profits for a week or two, 3 weeks. Rarely will you do it for a month. And when you take that hit and US 30 goes through the floor or through the roof, because that's what this person was trading, I feel bad. But I'm like, you know how many times I told this person, don't do it. Don't do it, man. I've been doing this for 8 years. No, you're going to get ruined. You're going to get ruined. Nah, look at me. Look at me, boss. Look at me, boss. I'm doing good, boss. Yeah, you are. I can do it for 2-3 weeks. But there's that one fucking time it just ruins your account. You were in the wrong direction, wrong trade, wrong amount, and you're doing it on US 30. So I kicked that person out of the group, and of course they've been literally losing their shit all morning. And I'm like, go trade, man. You're not using my algorithm, and we don't need you talking shit in the group. We don't. You know? I'm the kind of person that it just pisses me off, and I start going off, and I'm like, no one really needs to see that. I'm sure you guys seen some of that last night. But listen, don't be with me. Don't be an idiot. Shoot straight with me. Shoot straight. Not on the same point, but someone was just talking in the group about how their trade closed and another person's trade didn't close. My first thought is, guys, you're OCD. Don't worry about what one person's broker trade is doing, and listen, you worry about yourself and worry about your trades and worry about what you're doing. Everybody has their own unique system. Hell, Social Trader Tools could be down at that moment, and you might get a better or worse price entry, and it could be down for someone else at the other moment. Their broker could be high spread, or maybe the connection to their broker goes down for 2 milliseconds, right? There's so many factors. But in the end, my system's going to catch it if you're using the standard currency pairs. And, we're all using Social Trader Tools. It's the best I've seen. No, trust me, I've used a lot of other systems. I'm using a beta system right now, a system in beta, and it shows me disconnected every day. It's still connected. It's still working. It's the original one I wanted to use for the group. And Social Trader Tools has crushed it. When you first connect an account with Social Trader Tools, it sends you a bunch of error messages because all the connections and everything, and everybody loses their shit. I'm like, it's fine. Ignore those. It's all working, right? So, one more day of me watching what these current trades are doing, and you can see it's going all over the place. NAS was like minus 100 drawdown. Gold was up 50. Now it's down to 25. It's the market's playing. The market's playing. It is what it is. We're getting a little bit of blue at the top there. So maybe these will both run, but from now on, I'm disconnecting my emotions from it. I worry a lot about what I'm sending out to people. I just want you to win. I want to win. I want you to win. I want us all to win. I tell you, it's my passion, right? Of course, I would want you to win, but I really want you to win. Look at this. We're going into profit here. Patience, maybe. We got the best price from the AI system on both of these trades. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on tomorrow, but to finish my thought, or maybe later today, we'll see. I want to see these play out, right? Want to make sure that my programming is working properly. And you can see what the market does. It's up blue, it's down red. It's up blue, it's down red. Well, don't stare at it if you're emotional about it, right? But I'm going to put the onus on you. I'm like, here's the trade from the best AI neural network system that I know of on metals and indices, and you handle it as you want. Because that's what I do too. And me trying to dictate what you should do, when you should take profit, if you should move your stop loss, so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm not going to fret myself. It's too much stress for me, right? I want to be able to deliver a good, solid system that you, in the end, have a semblance of control over. Now, my standard, my 10 pip hybrid, you really don't. It just works, right? It just works as long as you don't overtrade, overbid. 10 pip hybrid is not really going to let you overtrade. Only thing you could do there is overbid. But have we looked at that? You know what? We haven't done that. I kind of got off on a tangent there. Let's go look at the overall system, and then we'll end it there. Let's look at the overall system and see what trades are happening. So this is the total algorithm. In fact, it's closed quite a few. Let me actually count them this morning, then I'll share the screen with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're in 10. We've been in about 3 dozen for the week. Hell, it's only Tuesday. We're in 10 trades. As far as closure overnight, here's where it's going to get impressive, and it shows you the volume that's happening. So overnight, those dozens of trades we had open closed 3,009. Okay, that's I just lost it there. Hold on. Here we are. $3,928.16. I mean, guys, this is the overall algorithm, and you're going to feel FOMO, fear of missing out, because you weren't necessarily in these trades. I get it. If you have a bigger account, then you can take all of the trades, and you're making a lot of money. If you have a smaller account, the 10 pip hybrid is very stable, and in fact, I use it even on my large accounts, because I'm like, you know what? I'm not willing to wake up in the middle of the night or in the morning and have things blowing up on me and feel uncomfortable all day because I got to manage it. When I wake up and look the 10 pip hybrid trades on my feed, sip my coffee, move on. Look at all of these trades that were sent out last night. We have a complete net profit. Complete net profit. In fact, an incredible profit. Depends on what you bid. I don't know what you bid. I don't know what size your account is. I don't know if you're a teeny weeny, or I don't know if you're a grower or a shower as far as your brokerage account. I don't know if you're a grower or you're a shower, right? I don't know if you're small grower or if you're showing that you have 10 plus K in your account or maybe more. Derek says Terry and the 10 Pips, my new favorite band. Their song Blue is awesome. Funny. Denise said, good lesson. We'll just concentrate on my own stuff. Yeah, because, I mean, here's the thing, Denise. Comparing your account with someone else's that's at a different broker on a completely different social trader tools account, in the end, my system's going to catch everything, right? Like I told you, that particular trade that we're in right now, it didn't take profit on the main system. For some reason, it did on yours. I don't know how, because you're not copying the take profit. But Andreas was in the right trade, right? So I think but he's at a different broker. So there's so many factors. Either way, it's always going to work out. I guess the only thing you'd have to be worried about is that a trade is still open on your account. And in fact, I got a good answer for you. You'd be worried about a trade still being open on your account, yet it's not open on the main system. So I don't know if you do or not, but I know you have access to it, is the premium signals feed, like the overall feed. If you send that to a 100K demo account, you'd be able to look and go, hey, this Euro JPY closed. Let me see if that's still open or vice versa. It's open. Let me go over to the main feed, the premium signals feed, and see and compare the time, the entry price, and all that stuff. It just gives you that level of data, because that's all I do. When that's what I'm thinking, Denise, that you must have closed it manually, but it doesn't matter. You're not in a scenario where it just didn't close out and it's still open. I haven't seen that happen at all. It's typically either it got out early, or the fact that it's just different pricing on a different broker. I don't want to make excuses, right? It's different pricing, different connections on two different accounts. Spread can change, so on and so forth. It's definitely could be broker specific, but both, like you took a profit, Denise, you took a profit, and Andreas is still in the trade, and it's going to take a profit, right? Because it's the one that's in the system. So I'm not saying you're getting OCD. I'm OCD, but don't get too caught up in it unless there's like, oh my God, there's a huge error. And you're typically going to see that and catch it. I always compare the main algorithm feed to what's going on with different accounts. I do that every morning. I just kind of go through, open up my main feed on my phone, the Premium Signals account. I just kind of go through and look at all of my accounts and go AUD, CAD, yep, that's good. Euro, JPY, okay, yep. NZD, CAD, we're in 2 of those. Okay, that looks good. I always do that, just kind of as just a backup, because, systems connect and disconnect and things close on certain types of accounts and don't close properly, and broker pricing and spread and all that stuff. So I think that's what I wanted to show you. The NAS scalper, I'm not happy with it. Still playing with it, but it's acting really crazy. And I think the gold scalper is doing really, really well. But if I showed you the count, you wouldn't be impressed with it, because NAS has been taking massive losses. For some reason, it's going in and the take profit numbers are not what the actual price is. So there's an anomaly, of course, right? Always a challenge. But nonetheless, I think the biggest movement this week will be turning the automation back on for the high profit feed and letting you know, hey, you have control over it. So that's it. I'll stop there. Tomorrow morning, if I do a live, will be really early. Will be pretty early, because I travel to Vegas tomorrow, and hell, I can't check in into my RV resort until about 2 p.m. So I'll be on the Vegas Strip by at least 5 p.m. tomorrow. That's the plan. So hopefully see some of you there. I will see you on tomorrow's live. See you in the group, and happy trading.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.